What is up, everybody? How are we? Hold on a second. Well, looking for something here. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Oh. Nothing like misplacing her glasses. All right, Big John, Light Bright, Daniel Adami, Jason Perry, Harold, Big Yeti, Hitchhawk, Nothing Witty, Big Road, Little Truck, Adam Gallagher. Oh, I have my glasses. I don't know where they're at. So, anyways, Easy and Sons, how's it going, Alvin? So, Clyde, what's up, man? This is just an open forum, nothing special. And, hey, wife, if you're watching, are my glasses somewhere in the bedroom there? Roscoe, Big Kev, what's up, guys? So, I thought I'd do my normal Saturday night live feed, and yeah, I'm kind of distracted because I can't find my glasses. Oh well. Oh well. Anyways,
They weren't in the bedroom, the system.
yeah, cool. All right, yay!
Yay!
Thank you. Now we're good. Now we're good. So, if they'd be funny at that time, well, I'm looking right at myself, so you know. It's been a few weeks since you've done a Saturday night. That's true. I don't think I did one last week, did I? Oh, let's look. Harold's in Arizona. Harold's doing a run that I almost did with him. He had a broker that had 2 loads from Tulsa to Phoenix, and he tried really hard to get me to go with him, but it just wasn't financially doable to deadhead all the way to Tulsa because I was having trouble finding a load out of where I was. All right, let's look at my library here. See if CPAP is right. Yeah, I did a short video last weekend about success. And I did that one. Yeah, I guess you're right. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I'm boring the hell out of you guys. Oh. Are you standing on the corner of Winslow? Daniel Adami, what's up? Harold should have made that left turn in Albuquerque. Finally, real channel that gets me. No drama, no BS. Logic Neo, what's up? So, anyways, yeah, there's really not much going on. I figured I'd go live. Haven't done the weekend live in a while, as CPAP has pointed out. My last live feed was 2 hours long. That's why I removed it from said channel, because no one needs to listen to me for 2 hours. But yeah, last week was kind of a rough week, man. You know, the spot market it's just kind of, it's a bit of a struggle, man. And it's not really the rates as much as it is the volume. and there's a debate whether or not one should book ahead. And on one hand, if you book ahead, people say that you can't negotiate a good rate. You know, if you're booking 2 or 3 days ahead. I think that some brokers and agents would rather get that off their desk and get it sold. And they know that if you're calling Friday afternoon for a load that picks up Friday afternoon, they know you're desperate. So therefore, that might be a leverage tool. And so anytime that I'm not booked ahead, I've had to sit a day. And that's not a good pattern to be in. That was the pattern I was at Landstar. Michael P, what's up? Big Yeti, what? I have no drama or BS. No, you're right, Big Yeti, you don't. You got a nice truck, too. Yeah, I got the Bugs Bunny reference, Daniel Ladami. Wagon Train. Steve Berger, what's up? So, anyways, it's been cold and rainy here all weekend. I delivered a load on Thursday, and you know you're in trouble when you go to your 6 a.m. delivery. So my clock started at like 5:30, and she goes, "Well, these loads tend to take a very, very, very long time to unload and count." And she sounded very grave when she said the three varies. So I kind of held off on booking something Thursday morning. Well, by that time, my little window of opportunity was gone, and ended up sitting all day Thursday. And then Friday afternoon, I finally booked my Monday load. So I came home. Clyde asked, I was wondering if power only was an option over here where I'm at, and if it's a value worth doing. Have you seen anything? Clyde, are you still with who I think you're with? You talk like me doing a power only for them? I have. See, here's the thing, guys. I have power only options that I could play with if I really wanted to. Okay. And I know that there probably is, but I don't know if it's contract or not. The power only I do for a certain company is non-contract. The only downside to them is that if, let's say I do a load from here to Minneapolis, then they have to reload me. I can't just pick a load off the board with their trailer. So if I'm going to do a power only, it's going to be like an out and back type situation. Going to get your numbers in the air? That's cool. Hot dang, Star Wars just started, says Roscoe. So I don't know. I don't know about that certain company, Clyde. I've seen outside carriers do that. I know outside carriers have done Landstar, but then you're dealing with Landstar agents, and I've had my fair share of that. So, but the company that I could do power only is local, and it would definitely create consistency. And I do a lot of their loads on the broker side, anyways. But that's my backup plan. That's that's what you have to do in survival mode is find a way for consistency. But here's the thing, guys. A lot of people are saying this is just a normal October, and what's making it a little bit harder is that um, fuel's up. Fuel's almost $4 a gallon on a lot of places. All right, Big Eddie, enjoy yourself there. And I don't know. It's you got to create a consistency, and just stick with it. I have a friend of mine that's in the spot market that figured out a direct shipper. Um, a lot of people will tell you to do that, but I think that there's no need to panic yet. You just got to put your nose to the grind, work a little bit harder, roll the wheels a little bit more. Um, the volume has made me kind of stick around the house a little bit more. Like I'm doing these 200 and 300 mile runs that way I don't get stuck somewhere for the weekend. Because face it, if you do a load, say that delivers 600 miles away, and you pick up a load in that same city, and then like right before you go pick it up Friday morning, it gets canceled on you. Are you going to find the load? Are you going to be able to find the load? If not, are you going to spend 34 on the road at a truck stop with no load, or are you going to go home? Kind of like when Roscoe went to South Dakota, he just went right back home, and that work, and that's fine if you're getting a round trip rate, but you're not going to. So, it's kind of like, Thursdays are tricky, man. They really are. I had a load that I was going to book going to Pennsylvania, but it was gone. So I had to pick my Monday load because Friday there just wasn't anything. I think I called Big Rich and I told him that like the load volume where I was at, Rolla, Missouri, was like 103 loads for Thursday and Friday. But then if you put in Monday, there was 500 loads within a 150-mile radius. So that tells me that everything was already booked. And that's why one has to kind of book ahead. So, hey, TJ, what's up? Juan Avalos, how's it going? I don't know, what'd you miss? I didn't miss anything. I was in Ike's live feed earlier where he said that he was going to go on hiatus with YouTube. I wish him well. I'm glad to see that a lot of things are changing with some people, so that's good. Yeah, I do have a low for Monday. And it's not the best rate, but no, it's a good rate per mile. For the daily rate, it's not bad. I agree, Logic Neo. I think every now and then we all need a break. Like a lot of times I feel like I go live too much, so I kind of cut back on that. And then, when the whole RVT stuff was really hot and heavy and everybody was getting crap slinged at them, channels that had nothing to even do with it got mentioned in a lot of that stuff. It kind of got just kind of old. And I think it turns a lot of people off, So, so I mean, every now and then one has to step back. I know I've stepped back a few times. Sometimes you got to step back. Like I had to step back to kind of focus on my business because I found myself going live instead of looking for a load. I found myself going live instead of, crunching my numbers and balancing my checkbooks and stuff like that. Or researching markets or looking for the load after the next one, that kind of thing. So I thought, no, there's no load going to Pennsylvania yet there, Steve. You started your health journey again with Optavia. Went stagnant with keto. What's Optavia? Big Road. Yeah, it's kind of an inside joke there. Big Road, little truck. I'm waiting for the next Steve Berger guitar video. That's what I'm waiting for. And I know he's at home, so I know you're at home, Steve. Five in one meal plan. Old name is Medifast. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard of it. The health journey's been going well. You know, I've been feeling pretty good. Other than that, man, there's really not much going on. You know, the big buzz is the rates, and everybody thinks that the economy is collapsing and everything else. You know, but Jeff kind of put it well his last live feed about, you know, he dealt with the 2008, which was pretty low in the trucking world. That was right when I entered the trucking world as a company driver, and I remember everybody's just kind of freaking out. Basically, shakes and bars and lean and green. I don't know. TJ, you know, if I've watched Butter Bob and Dr. Berg, and they talk about the effects of sugar, and I think that I don't know. It seems to me that sugar makes you hungry. Does it count as a 24-hour fast if you have a monster? I don't know. The Hool, what's up? Did I watch your lightning video? No, Juan. I'm sorry. I don't watch a whole lot of videos while I'm at home. Sorry, read the comments. These bars shakes are very high in protein, very nutritious, no sugar. Well, you know, let me know how it works for you, man. I've been doing pretty good with what I'm doing, and I eat well. You know, like for breakfast, I had nothing. I had yeah, and then for lunch, I had eggs and broccoli with a couple of slices of lunch meat, and then for dinner we had the family had chicken, baked beans, and potato salad. I had chicken with olives, guacamole, and salad. So eat the Atkins bars if we get a sweet tooth. Yeah, you know, Next Gen turned me on to those Atkins bars. I like the coconut ones, and they do a pretty good job. But I really don't have sweet cravings anymore. So you like those skulls on my door? Yeah, that's an old Halloween decoration. Then those are the two new ones up there. I was going to put those on my truck, but I figured someone would steal them. No, I didn't hear the whole. Big Rich, what's up? Next Gen, what's up? Daniel, what do you think about Ike? I think that I think Ike's doing a little bit of soul searching, which is good. You know, it's always good for a person to do soul searching. And I think that sometimes one has to turn off the digital noise. And you see it on Facebook all the time. A lot of people like leave Facebook for a long time. My wife is still on Facebook to a certain degree, but she might check her Facebook account like once every, I don't know, 3 months. Um, because it could be toxic, man. YouTube's gotten toxic lately, and I think that Ike probably had a positive experience at that concert he was at. It probably inspired him to, you know what, this is what's important, and realize that a lot of the YouTube stuff has been toxic in his life. It all, we've all been affected by, some of the negativity on YouTube and Facebook and all that. And so I wish him well. I'm happy to see that he's making improvements. So nice channel on Daniel's channel, says Hitchcock. Yeah, here's the guy. Here's the thing, guys. I've been like condemning Zello for a long time, right? But Daniel Adami has a channel, and we have fun in there. I re-downloaded my Zello app, restarted my account, and and we've been having fun. Hell, I even said hi this morning. All right, Juan, have a good dinner, man. Yeah, there you go. Daniel Adami is promoting his channel, and there's really there's no crap talking on there. It's just like a bunch of friends on the CB is what it sounds like, and that's what it is. The whole, am I ever in the Dog Pound channel? No, because there was a channel a while back, YouTube Truckers, I think, that some people were in charge of, and I kept getting bounced because people didn't like me. So that's why I started like Screw Zello and all that. And so I don't even try to go to that channel. Nick Miles had a poor week working the weekend doing some Edwardsville, Illinois to Fulton, Missouri. Um, Nick, that's at least you got something for the weekend, man. St. Louis is, if you don't have a beer permit, St. Louis is a tough market. That was kind of what I was running into. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the other reason why I think booking ahead might be a good idea. Because let's say it's Thursday morning and you're looking for loads to pick up Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. Well, by then, all the good loads are already taken. And so you're left with the scraps. And by the scraps, I mean the loads that have oddball times, or they're listed as 48,000 pounds, or they're 300 miles but take 2 days to deliver. Or they were all going to dead end areas like Denver, Phoenix, Miami, Florida, that kind of thing. And and that's why I think I'm going to change my strategy a little bit to booking more ahead. Like Monday morning, as I'm getting loaded, I'm going to book my load that picks up Tuesday. Because think about it. Let's say you're a carrier, right? And you got company drivers. Well, you don't want to pay them layover, for not running, and they need miles if you're paid a mileage rate. So it's up to your dispatcher or load planner to book that load, right? To give you that load. Now, if the carrier doesn't have their own direct customers, then they got to go to the load boards like anybody else. And so it's not uncommon for loads to be booked ahead. Now, if you have shady brokers that might, oh yeah, you got that load that picks up Wednesday and it's Monday, and they're still looking for a cheaper truck, that has potential to happen. But hopefully you work with brokers that don't do that. So if you work for a certain broker and that keeps happening to you, then you know that they're just selling the load cheaper after they quote unquote booked it. So reading the comments. First time ever I was on Zillow, not sure how it all works. It's just like the CB, man. You know, just kind of playing around with it. You know, it'd be cool if Harold got in there too. If you do find a good load at the last minute, it's usually because another truck fell off of it. And let's say you do run into a broker that is looking for a cheaper truck. Well, then you know you're not going to get a good rate out of it. But see, the broker stands to lose a lot if they do that because, you know, if they cancel a load with one carrier trying to get it cheaper for somebody else, then that person cancels, then they're kind of screwed. So I don't think that happens as much as one thinks. I think there are certain brokerages, and I won't mention, that do that more than others. But it does happen. Anyways, TJ. So right, the whole I agree with you. Companies want their stuff in time. They're not going to stir it up to save $50. I agree, man. Um, the brokerage that I know that has a history of doing that, I won't mention who they are. It's a broker that I have not used yet for that very reason. So, but we're gonna try it, man. If I have better luck booking ahead, because like the week before last, you know, I was playing the short game, and the short game was working, except if I delivered on, like, I pick up on Monday, deliver on Tuesday, pick up on Wednesday, deliver Thursday, pick up on Friday. And whereas I basically had the whole day, you know, so I only averaged about 200 miles a week last week. The whole says often the supplier has to deal with the freight company or broker, anyways. Right. A lot of appointments, like at big box stores like Walmart, Dollar General, and that kind of thing, you know, those appointments are usually put in pretty good advance, so it's not like they can play around with it too much. But yeah, check out Daniel Adami's Zello channel. We have a little bit of fun. Most time it's pretty boring though. No. We talk a lot about rates, and you know, you can't find it, Daniel Harold. Did y'all see the flatbed dude who went off the cliff in California? What a mess that was. Yeah, man. I don't. You know, there was a point where I think that I would have stopped. Like the minute I was going up a dirt hill with the guardrail on the right, and I saw that, you know, especially with the spread axle, man, there's no way I would have went up that hill. I've been known to walk a half a mile up ahead before I started utilizing Google Maps just to see if I can get the truck up to where I needed to go. Because I remember a friend of mine at Landstar, he was delivering at a hospital, and he got up to the main gate, and the guard's like, "Yeah, you just need to go up there." And he said, "Is there room up there for my truck?" And he said, "Oh yeah, there's plenty of room up there." So it had a slight bend to it, right? So he gets up there, and there's absolutely nowhere to turn around. And the guy at the dock was like, "Yeah, you should have backed up here." And it took forever for him to back down. And I was like, yeah, I would have walked up that hill first. Screw that guard. You know, most people don't know what it takes to turn these trucks around, including a lot of truck drivers. Hitchcock says, I get scared to book a load that picks up in the afternoon, delivers next morning after I start my 14-hour clock to deliver my previous load. Right, and that can be a problem because then you can't do the 500-mile runs. You know, you've already started your clock and have done 50 miles, and so that's why you end up like looking at the next day. You know. Right, Big Road. Exactly. It's called reverse. Heck, call the cops. They will come out and help you back out of it. Right. Steve Burger. That's funny. Harold, did you actually download the Zello app? You got to do that first. Harold, Daniel put a link in here. I'll run it you. I'll do it for $35.94. But other than that, there's really not much going on. You guys, for those of you new to the spot market, just kind of, cut your costs down as much as you can, and just kind of put your nose to the grind. If you've got to run 500 extra miles for the week, then you got to run. I've done that, and the sky's not falling, the economy's not collapsing, nothing like that's going on. It's just normal October. If you look at the shelves, I've noticed the shelves at certain stores have been bare. So they're not ready to ship everything yet for some reason. All right, you found it, Harold. Good on you. Good on you. Yeah, anybody who wants to check out our Zello channel, Daniel Adami's put the link in. We have fun in there. We don't talk, crap. We just kind of, just a bunch of friendly dudes, and dudettes, just kind of talking to each other. Roscoe says, we're skipping Christmas in this house, LOL. I remember last year, I wasn't in the spot market, but I was hanging out with Big Rich, who was. And I remember he was making killer money in November and December. And, this might be the first year that I might work through the holidays, because I have a friend that works the spot market through the holidays. He doesn't run his truck but only like those 2 months, and he makes a killing, because one of the ways you make money is you got to do the stuff that no one else wants to do. And so therefore you got multiple stops, or you got, if you can find a direct shipper or a broker that's got steady freight out of a dead area that you can rely on, then you could take those high paying loads to that dead area, as long as you got your backhaul coming back. And I think that's key. Like, if the load that Harold is doing out of Phoenix is a steady thing, where all he has to do is make a phone call and boom, it's booked. That could be a good thing, because if you can get a good rate going in that area and then coming out, I've got something something like that set up out of Oklahoma City. So I tend to run Oklahoma a little bit more than what most people might. Big Road, past this old man's bedtime. Good night. Yeah, CPAP, I saw your last live feed. Steve Berger says CPAP's got to give him his 3100 for Christmas. I thought it was 2,900. Keep going up. Now, Burger's a pretty hard-working dude, man. The success that he's experiencing, he deserves every bit of it. That boy went from being a company driver, and in the last 2 years, he's become a pretty successful owner-operator in a market that is challenging to a lot of people. So, no, it keeps going up. I thought it was 3,500, Steve. I think you guys need to stop loaning each other money. Anyways, what else you guys want to talk about? Anything special? Anything exciting? Anybody hit any snow yet? Yeah, the whole there's a difference between ball busting and just flat out throwing insults. And it's a choice to be offended. It would take a lot to offend me. Most insults I just kind of laugh at them. It was sleeting in Indy. Man, I was watching Live PD last night, and it was sleeting in El Paso. Like, you could see it, and they even said it was sleeting. I'm like, El Paso out of all the places. Big Rich was driving in snow. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you go to the Northwest. James Best says open for free handouts. Man, check this out. So I dropped my trailer and I was heading home, and there's this intersection off I-44 in Glenstone that there's always people panhandling with the cardboard, signs. And this one gal, she was sitting there and it was raining, right? Real cold and rainy. And, and I don't give these people eye contact, And what's funny is they see my truck and they don't realize that I live there. So they see the truck and automatically assume that I've never seen it before. And you see the same people. They almost like rotate. Like you see one person on one side of town, and then you see them on Tuesday at the next side of town. This gal, I was looking at her, and she had clean shoes. She had a fairly nicer hoodie on. And when she saw I was looking at her, she started like she was shivering, right? And I just kind of I didn't say nothing. I didn't look at her after that. And she got up and she walked in a long roundabout way, and she crosses the street. And then she gets in a 2015 Ford F-150 four-door. I'm like, really? And what's funny is a friend of mine that's not from here, but he visits a lot. He's like, man, Springfield's it's got a lot of destitute people. I said, no, there's just a lot of people with no pride that make their careers out of the intersections, Pale Rider, what's up? It's about time you showed up. Hitchcock says, if I change my name back to CPAP, does my name change blue? You made me CPAP. LOL. CPAP, you got to do what you got to do, man. Don't put so much weight in the wrench stuff. I had my reasons. It really wasn't anything personal. There was a few people that lost their wrenches and a few people that were blocked. And that's how toxic the YouTube thing became. And it's a shame that things had to happen the way they did. So you're putting too much weight on that, dude. It's just YouTube. You know, if I was to get on your channel right now and I didn't have a wrench, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me. You know, I don't stay up at night going, oh man, you know, so and so took my wrench away. You know, like, and like it you know, I really don't want to talk much about that stuff because it's all insignificant, man. You know, it's there are people that had wrenches that really don't care about me. You know, they don't give two craps about me, and that's fine. You know, they're I'm not asked to be liked by anybody, and you know, I don't know. It's just the whole wrench thing. You know, sometimes I think the wrenches are overrated. You know, don't be starting that the whole. Everyone's on Zello. Didn't know you're still live. Should I tune in? Should I break the internet and tune into Zello? I am. Like me or kick rocks, lol. Lahul says, I have no pride. I drive a Ford Transit. What's a Ford Transit? Is that those van things? Maria Lynn, what's up? You know, the whole purpose of the wrench is to, um, you know, cut out the trolls. You know, you got a lot of gaming trolls that come in and say stuff, but if you don't really ruffle the feathers of anybody, you don't really get a whole lot of trolls. It's a small van by Ford, has as much power as a T680 Star. Oh, that's funny. You get smoked by Volvo and Scania big rigs on the uphill a lot. Yeah, you don't live in America, do you, the whole? Where are you at? Is it England or Australia? I can't remember. Steve Berger says, I have many trolls. They're all jealous of my haircut. Sweden. Oh, okay. That must be interesting. Do you do videos, the whole? I'd follow some European truck drivers. I think it'd be cool. He lives where all the hot ladies live. There's a lot of good metal bands from Sweden. Like some of the best metal bands are from Sweden. Steve Berger's price for CPAP keeps. Yeah, okay, Steve Berger. How about this? If CPAP pays you the $5,129 that he owes you, and we split it, then we'll give him his wrench back. How's that? Mickey D lives in Gothenburg. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, what's interesting is, well, no, King Diamond's from Denmark, I believe. CPAP owes you like $500. I don't think anybody owes me any money. Batman lives in Gotham. Big Rich. Big Rich, have you uploaded that vlog yet? You know, C Burger, by the end of this live feed, we're going to be up to $10,000 that CPAP owes you. I'll take half of that. Hell, I would drive in my personal vehicle up to Pennsylvania just to pick that half up. It is weeks of footage. How long is that vlog going to be? I know that when I do a week's worth of vlogging stuff on the GoPro, um, it'll start off at about an hour and a half worth of material, and then I have to like condense it down. The last vlog I did, it was everything I could to just get it down to half an hour. It's gonna be 72 minutes. Are you serious? Like you're heading to Indiana Jack territory there, Big Rich. Slide James Best some pot pies and they'll negotiate that down by a lot. I didn't even take any GoPro footage last week because I was kind of uninspired. I like some of the angles that some of the other guys are getting on their trucks. Pale Rider's getting some really good angles. Who the F is Roscoe? Other trucker James Best is Roscoe. And how he got that nickname is we have like 15 Jameses over here at Like Trucking. And I know like 15 James just in my personal, phone contact list. So the actor who played Roscoe P. Coltrane in The Dukes of Hazzard, his name is James Best. So that's where we give him the name Roscoe. Which, by the way, I saw James Best. It was like an old Western. I saw one of his movies just the other day. Who's probably not familiar with Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, come on. I thought all them 80s American shows were like cult status over there. Yeah, Pale Riders makes a point, man. You can make it into a 3-part series. Kill like 400 Dodge Challengers, right? I saw some video footage. It was European trucks. They were at some kind of like rally, and there was a bunch of like Smokey and the Bandit Snowman replica trucks that they were. It was like a memorial for Burt Reynolds' passing. Now, my band has played with some Swedish bands. I've met some people from Sweden. But, hey, I learned English from cartoons and bad TV. Laverne and Shirley, Dragnet, Adam 12, Airwolf, and whatnot. Airwolf was the shiznit, was it not? I loved Airwolf. Doug Smith, what's up? Roscoe P. Squeaky, what? You don't like Swedish Scots and balls. Man, Harold and TJ are holding a serious conversation on Zello. It beeps like it's a heartbeat monitor. Are they talking bad about me, Big Rich? Almost looks like I was trying to shove my pen up my nose. Here, let's see what they're saying. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, you open the Zello app, like so. All right, let's turn the blue light on here. Let's see, dimly.
We can talk about other stuff, but
There we go. There you go. There's Zello. Hey, you guys are live on YouTube. Come back.
hot damn, we got us a convoy. Get her done. Oh Lord, I'm live on your live feed. Yeah. What's up, Pale Rider? I can't do this right now. Love me, Rich, love me.
See, everybody's on Zello. They're like, man, Steve is being boring tonight, so we're just going to go to Zello. I see how you guys are. You abandoned me on my live feed, and now you're on Zello having all the fun.
We're two-phoning it. Two-phoning it.
Two-footed.
Do you know how creepy it is to hear ourselves with a lag?
Here, let me try that
Yeah, I
out.
hit the like button.
Echo, echo, echo.
Star-Lord's still live? Star-Lord's always live.
Creepy bastards. The heck is Zello? Zello is a walkie-talkie app, Doug Smith.
I said I hit the like button.
You can, like, you find certain rooms that you can chat in, and it's like, imagine you're in a CB conversation with like 10 people. So, but anyways, I think we've hit the end of this live feed. We're almost at an hour, and
So if I just leave this on, somebody will wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It'll do that.
yeah, let's turn this off.
Yes.
There we go. Nothing witty. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you're out here struggling, know that you're not alone. Keep your chin up, and be creative. Think outside the box. Bring your costs down, and save for the rainy day. Don't live outside your means. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll have a good weekend. Be safe out there. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you want more videos, click on the bell. You know all that stuff, man. If you hate this video, then why are you watching? Have a good one. See you guys.